Good evening, everyone. How was everyone's weekend? I was just watching the Spurs Knicks. I don't know where they're at right now. It's okay. All right. Anyway, get this out of the way here. Right, let's turn it off. How's everybody? Had a stressful weekend that ended today. The good news, so I'm happy about that. I got some more. In case you didn't catch on by the little ad for the show, I got two videos, maybe just one. Depends how quick we can get through it. But I was looking through some old storage drives and then came across a couple that are interesting. One of them is only like 10 or 11 minutes long, so I figure we can get through that one pretty quick. Sorry, the music was too loud, right? Good thing it was a kind of a low-key, quiet song. Hey, good evening, Christine, Nicole, and Chris. What's up? Mamma mia. Punky, nice to see you, Punky. Hi, Mary and Maria. And everyone else who's just hanging back and just watching. No need to comment if you don't feel like it. It's cool. I appreciate that you're here. So, I wanted to talk about the Carmelo Anthony thing, but since my Carmelo Anthony's that kid, I mean, hate to bring race into all this, but he's the black kid, high school student who stabbed the white kid, high school student, at a track meet in Frisco, Texas. And now you remember? Yeah. So the judge wants to get that all done pretty quick. So they actually had court. They had session on Saturday, and that's when the prosecution rested. And then today, the defense rested, and the defense is still going with he was defending himself. And there's a lot of people commenting online who don't know, because not everyone has seen the video. There's the video footage was made available to the court, to the jury, to the case. And it's not like right up close. I think it's from the other side of the stadium, but you can see what's happening. The claim from the defense is that Carmelo Anthony was ganged up on by 3 or 4 people, and that's why he defended himself with a knife. But according to those members of the press who have seen the video clip, nobody ganged up on him. And even the witnesses that were around there, both black and white, say nobody jumped him. He just came over all aggressive. So it's not looking good for Carmelo Anthony. You've got people that are just race baiting, saying that There was one guy who was saying he was attacked, he was jumped, he was defending himself, and he made a video on Carmelo's behalf. This is all about race, because he's a black youth, and he was jumped, and he was defending himself, and then they found out, how the internet is. You put stuff out there, people are going to look into any name they can find. Well, they dug on this guy who made that video, and it turns out dude's a sex offender. He's got his own problems. It's like, go away, man. You know what? You should have known better. You should have just kept your mouth shut. It's like non-credible at all whatsoever. This is not, there are people that are trying to make this into a race thing, but Black Lives Matter is the first ones. They're there, and they were asked a question. Somebody on Carmelo's side was asked if the jury comes back and finds him guilty because of all the proof, and there's proof, and it's evident that Carmelo was the aggressor, is that going to change your mind about how you feel about him? He's like, nope, we're going to stand by him. They stand by theirs. We're going to stand by ours. I was like, all right, whatever. It's not about standing by whatever. Sheesh. That was thoroughly disgusting, actually. But so tomorrow I'll go live with that. I'll show some video footage, news footage of everything leading up into wherever we stand tomorrow. I don't think the jury got handed the case today. I think they'll be handed the case either tomorrow or Wednesday. So we will see how that goes. And tomorrow daytime we'll go live with that and talk about that a little bit, because that is very, very interesting, because it is a cut and dry. It's a cut and dry case. I mean, the Metcalf kid didn't have weapons on him, and apparently he gave him a slight push to the shoulder, like get out of here. He pushed Carmelo after Carmelo came over and he was being aggressive. So, whatever happened to hand-to-hand combat? And that's why people get so bold now, because they either have a gun or some kind of weapon. That's why they feel, like a tough guy. But I bet if Carmelo didn't have that knife, he would not have mouthed off like the way he did. I'll bet you I promise you. And then what's he doing? I mean, it's Texas. People carry knives. All right. Yeah, people do. And I guess young people do as well. But, what's he doing bringing a knife to a track meet? And some people said he seemed to have a chip on his shoulder, like something, I don't know, some kind of attitude on him. So I predict guilty. But and there is not a single black person on that jury. They couldn't get one that was not biased. So well, and there was even a school teacher that, you know what, I'm a school teacher and I feel a certain way about kids. It's like, all righty. So let's go to the first video, if that's okay with you. Let's see, where are we showing here? All right, the first thing I want to show is this is one of the first live videos she did after her face. Let me see. Yeah, this was way after. This was regarding the beating, which happened Christmas Eve 2020. You saw how swollen up she was and the black eyes and all that. So this is way after, because she's pretty much completely healed up. And what did she always say? She didn't know the people. I don't know who they were. She got a call that they needed to talk to her about her campaign, but they had to tell her in person, come meet us at the blah blah motel. To which she said, okay, I'll meet you there. Strangers. And then she made it a hate crime because she has autism. And then another hate crime because she was a political candidate and they wanted to shut her up. So this is what she had to say. This is early on after the beating, once she got cleared up.
First of all, you don't know the details. These people pretended to be my friends. They never told me, hey, we're going to ambush you. They pretended to be my friends. There was another friend of mine in that room that had been my friend throughout my life. There were security cameras in the hotel.
There were no security cameras in the rooms. But like most hotels or motels, and it was a motel, not a hotel. There was security cameras outside, around the parking lot and pointing into the corridors and stuff like that.
All throughout the outside of the hotel, there was security cameras.
And what did she say at the very beginning?
These people pretended to be my friends.
These people pretended to be my friends. I swear at one point she said that she didn't know who they were. She has said that before.
They never told me, hey, we're going to ambush you. They pretended to be my friends. There was another friend of mine in that room that had been my friend throughout my life. There were security cameras in the hotel. All throughout the outside of the hotel, there was security cameras. So when they tell you, Vanessa, we need to tell you something that's really important about your life, and we want you to come here, and we can't tell you over the phone because we fear for our lives.
Wait a minute. What was that again? Hold on.
Life. And we want something that's really... So when they tell you, Vanessa, we need to tell you something that's really important about your life.
Something that's really important about your life. Why does that not sound... Why does that sound hinky? You know what hinky is? It doesn't smell right. It doesn't sound right. It's like, why? Oh, we need to tell you about your life. Why don't you come and meet us at 7 a.m. or whatever it is at the motel, blah blah blah, so we can tell you about your life. Who says that?
And we want you to come here, and we can't tell you over the phone because we fear for our lives.
We can't tell you over the phone where it's safer. Better you come out to the public and talk to us. How does that make sense? If you fear for your life, aren't you safer just... Look, I got to tell you something. I don't want to see you. Don't come out. I don't want to go anywhere. Blah, 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 blah.
Sonia Lopez. All of those protections were in place to make sure that what happened to me should never have happened to me or to anybody else in that hotel room. There was cameras everywhere. In fact, when I went into that room, I looked directly at the surveillance camera that was up there.
They don't put surveillance cameras in the physical rooms, not where people sleep. Right?
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
What motel is this that they're video cameras in the rooms? And then why was that footage, as far as I know, that was never released before?
Directly at the camera that was up there. For 3 hours, they tortured me. And for 3 hours, that girl was stealing. She moved my car. And she was taking everything out of my car. Grabbing all the things, all the gifts and everything. It was the day before Christmas. Walking them towards the other hotel.
If you're on the floor tied up and restrained and they're beating the crap out of you, how do you know that? And if they're beating you up, I'm sure the curtains are closed and the door is closed. So how do you know what she was doing? Can someone riddle me that? Has anybody heard this before at all? And if there's security camera and you're getting beat for 3 hours, you mean the people at the motel never even looked at the security camera? Say, oh, look, there's an assault happening. I better call 911. This is, where's my little guy? Here.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
The other hotel is a much fancier hotel. You're going to tell me
There isn't a fancy motel next to a shitty motel. I promise.
that all those protections that were in place, you're still going to tell me, oh, well, if I was scared of people and if I feared for my life, I wouldn't have done that. There was things that were in place to protect people, to make sure that something like that would not happen. Sonia Lopez. Sonia Lopez. So Sonia Lopez says, if I was afraid for my life, I wouldn't be anywhere near my biggest haters. They weren't my biggest haters. You really think if Amanda would have told me I'm one of your biggest haters, come to me, that she would even be on the phone with me? No.
Yeah, the math ain't mathing, but the meth is mething. I sound like Mike Tyson. The meth is mething. Don't mind me. Sorry. That's just.
No. My biggest haters don't get direct communication with me. So what you're saying is either because you're a low intellectual individual or there's another problem going on in your brain.
So that was that short clip there. See how that doesn't make sense? It just doesn't. I think a police officer would be taking a notes going, right. And he would have said what I said. So you're on the floor getting beat up. They're holding your arms and legs. The curtains are closed. The door is closed. But you know that what they're doing in your car and what they're doing with whatever's in your car. Which, by the way, nobody believes that there was a car, a backseat full of gifts at 7 o'clock in the morning, Christmas Eve, at 7 o'clock in the morning. Nobody believes that part, first of all. If there was, well, yeah, I doubt it. I don't believe it. And I don't care if what she says. So that's one. Now, this is a video. I think this is short also. Yeah, 11 minutes. I think she said she thought somebody was in her house. This is one of those paranoia nights.
Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Miss Sandy Cortez. Hello, David. How are you doing? I'm gonna try something, you all. So, my name is Vanessa Tejerina, and I'm coming at you live here in the Rio Grande Valley. Something happened to my life 9 months ago. 9 months ago. I always round it off to a half a year, but it was 9 months ago. So this is the first night that I don't have anybody to watch me to go to sleep. And yeah, it's pretty sad, right? So I'm trying something.
I think she used to have people like FaceTime, and they would leave the camera on and stay connected to watch her sleep. Now, I get it. Maybe, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, people are really in love. That's kind of a cute thing to do. Like, I don't know, you're talking on the phone for 4 hours or whatever. And then that happens, you know, but the reason for that is different. The reason for this one is where she was pushing that narrative that they were looking inside her windows, they were standing outside her house, they were trying to get into her house. That's the paranoia she got into for a long time. I guess she still believes it.
And I'm gonna keep calling some of my friends, and if I can't find anybody, then on the caption of this video on the next one, if I have to do it, I'm gonna go live, and that's how I'm gonna sleep.
Oh, Vanessa was live. What is it about? What does the title say? Watch me sleep. Watch my back while I'm sleeping. Make sure nobody's in my house, please. Can drugs make you paranoid? I know some can. But this is like she's so afraid. Okay, and besides that, she's so afraid. Let me do this. Sorry. She's so afraid that somebody's watching that she's just in a towel, almost completely naked, but just by a towel. If you thought somebody was watching you in your room or was in your house, would you walk around like that with nothing? You'd put pants on, a shirt, a sweater, a sweatshirt, a hoodie. Just saying. I know people are weird. Just saying.
The number of the police department is 956-689-2441. And I thank them very much for rescuing me. I really do. On 12/24/2020. But surveillance cameras can only do so much. And If somebody comes into my room and if they hurt me or if I hear them, I'm gonna have to fight for my life. So not only do I need to do a live video for somebody to see, which is what I've been doing, but the only people that are able to see those live videos are my friends that have been available at night, and this is the first night they're not available. So I don't have anything to hide, and I'm just gonna be going to sleep, but I need proof that somebody came to me to harm me. And even though I was supposed to be protected, they took away my ability to have a gun. So they made me very vulnerable. And so even though I have other things that I can use, I know that I'll be the one arrested. And I need proof. And if it takes me sleeping with a camera live on me, that's what I'm going to do. Because I have to protect my freedom.
Man, that's trying to get people to really believe that somebody's trying to get in her house or somebody's in her house, trying to get you to believe that you have to watch her while she sleeps because something's going to happen. And without you being live watching me, then there won't be any proof.
Not just my life. So let me make a few calls. I'm going to take a shower. I'll probably put the laptop on. And it's just going to be a boring live video. In the caption of the video, I'm going to put the name of the police department and my address. Because like I said, surveillance cameras can only do so much. And by the time they're inside my room, if I'm not awoken in time, it'll be too late. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I don't care how many nights I have to do this. And I want to thank all my friends that have been doing this for me all the other nights where I didn't have to, where only you could see me.
Read this comment.
If you think that I'm exaggerating, then you should know there are people that want other people to harm me. They have consistently given my location and consistently made me as vulnerable as I could possibly be, so that I could be hurt by default. So they'll never be blamed that I got hurt. They'll just blame the people that knew how to get to me. And these police officers. Do you know how long it's going to take for them?
Now, you people in here seem, pretty sane. Would you ever fall for this? Would you ever could you fall for this? I mean, I know there's people out there that are like, oh my goodness, that's so horrible. Look at her. God, I wonder who's doing this to her. Oh my God. Poor thing. I mean, there's some gullible people out there. I know there are. And look at that smirk. Look at that smirk. I just happened to catch that when I pause it. I see that smirk, and I think her thinking, what a bunch of boneheads. Somebody's going to watch me tonight.
To actually blame the people that made me vulnerable instead of the people that physically touched me. So, I'll see you in a little bit. This is where I'm gonna sleep. I'll try to put the camera so that it's on me. But if I can't, then I'll put the camera on the door. And if you see that door open, no one's supposed to open that door but me. So if you see it open, you need to call the police for me. And I'll put the police number in the caption of this video. Alright? This is my son's old room. That's the door right there. Okay?
That's the door.
So, I'll be back. And I'll make a post if I found somebody. But if I didn't find anybody, then you're gonna see me turn it on and go to sleep. Okay? Because that's the only way I'll feel safe. Alright? I really thank you guys for understanding. And if you went through what I went through 9 months ago, you know that I can't take any chances. And tell the police they're gonna have to jump my fence if you guys call them. But don't lie to them. Don't say somebody came into my room when they didn't. Because the video will show that no one opened the door. Just do that if somebody opens the door and it doesn't wake me up. So let me go take a shower. And for those people that want to judge me,
oh, look. Colorful beach towels. Sorry, I just find that funny that somebody... Beach towels are not the greatest towels to use for hygiene, for drying yourself. They really aren't. It's more like a thick paper towel you use to put on the sand for you to lay on, not to really dry yourself. I mean, if you know, you know. If you're buying a $6 towel, it's not a good absorbent towel. I'm just saying. And if you never knew that, look it up. I mean, there are. The first time I bought, I didn't know either. A few years ago, what are we, 2019 or 18 or 19? That's when I first heard this. A doctor told me. He said you had a skin thing. He's like, you're not drying yourself good enough. And I bought a towel. It was like $18 just for one towel. I was like, whoa. But it was the best towel I ever had. It's day and night difference. So look it up if you don't believe me. It's a true story.
I wear my comfortable night clothes inside out on purpose, because I've lived 43 years knowing that sometimes you make it worse when you cut the tag off, so it won't bother you. So instead, I wear it inside out. So when you see me turn this back on and you see me wear it inside out, it's because I've done that for 43 years, not because there's something wrong with me.
Can we do like a collective palm to the face? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oy vey. Oy vey. Oy vey. Oy vey. Goodness.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Could there be a reason to wear your clothes inside out? I mean,
Weird.
what was she talking about? The tag. What is this? Hold on. Luckily, now they make tagless attire. But even if it bothers you, just cut it off. Get a knife or a scissors and just. If there's anything annoying to me, it's seeing an old tag like that tells you how old that garment is. That whatever blouse, top, t-shirt she was holding up, it's got to be 15 or 20 years old. At some point, you got to retire that shit and get some new stuff. Just saying. Just saying. And yes, I do. I've seen the video where I'll see if I can find it. She was looking up. She was standing kind of where she was right there. And somebody's there inside in the attic or something like that. Sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? Not sorry. It's freaking funny. Here, let's go to I think this is the last one for today. This one's longer. This one. So the whole, yeah, it's an hour, but we'll see what we don't need. This is from September of 23. So 2.5 years ago, roughly.
36 months.
Hey there, Miss. I knew you were gonna be the first one to say I saw you, Miss Ashley Brown. I knew you were gonna be the first one to say hello, right back at you.
You know, I just thought about something. The only people I see wearing the do-rag like that on their head, yeah, are surgeons. And I know they have a cap. It's like a special looking cap or whatever, but I've seen them wear do-rags. But I can't say I've seen a nurse wear that kind of stuff.
Let me clean my screen. Hey there, Miss Victoria Reyes. ¿Cómo estás? Miss Jennifer Rowe, beautiful, right back at you. Miss Susan Perez Valdez.
I'm going to skip the intros a little.
And he got it at school from a kid that he was sitting next to. But we knew this was going to happen. It's not a surprise. Well, Susan, you can't have to be a team player. You know, I signed up to work for FEMA, and the reason that I couldn't go out, I believe it was Alabama or Mississippi. It was one of those states, Arkansas maybe. It was one of those states back in 2021, and you know that I couldn't even go after I had signed up and everything. That had told me just show up, because when you work for FEMA as a nurse, they just tell you just show up, and anybody from the United States that has already, you know, signed up with them and done everything that they have to do, they go and they show up. And it bothered me so much that I had to say no, because a hurricane had just gone through there. It was, I believe it was Mississippi, I'm not sure. All I know is that they told us to all show up in a neighboring state, because the actual state that they were going to take us to was ravaged. There was not going to be anywhere for us to stay, right? And honestly, it was going to be like 24-hour care. So
that would have been some good money right there. A friend of the family's works for FEMA. Makes good money. I mean, she's out all the time, but she makes good money. Per diem, I mean, they pay expenses, obviously, that your room and stuff, it's all taken care of. Car, everything. It's something about that. It's like, why you could have, especially after a disaster. I mean, you're working, around the clock. Cha-ching!
no, you were probably going to be wearing the same scrubs for 3 or 4 days. Like, nah, you were going to.
Like you haven't done that already. Come on. Not taking a shower for a couple days at a time. That's new to you.
Be in the trenches. And you know why I couldn't go? You know what? Because of one of these silly ass court dates. Can you believe that shit? Because one of these silly ass court dates.
See, that's the real reason she never signed up to go, because she knew she couldn't go. That's why she's telling the story. It's not a silly ass court date. It was a necessary court date. So To that, I say,
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
That when I finish walking through the fire, everybody's gonna know was a silly ass court day.
through the fire. The fire.
Can you believe that? That's some bullshit. That really bothered me, and not a lot of things bother me except like injustices. But that right there bothered me because I was like, because I know that I would have been able to be helping. I know I would have. I mean, sure. Especially in those conditions.
But did they need like that kind of LVN, LPN, or did they need RNs, like real registered nurse? I'm not gonna say real nurse, because I know LVNs, LPNs, you guys got a job to do too. It's not always the greatest, but it's needed. But I thought FEMA needed like registered nurses, RNs.
I do not shy away from those kind of conditions. I don't care. But the fact that I couldn't do it because of that, I was like, no.
She's got to deflect and blame it on somebody else, like she always does.
Yes, it is making the rounds again. FEMA's running out of funds? That's crazy. Who do they think is gonna go show up and give medical care when your first responders, there ain't enough of them in number? Who's gonna give skilled nursing out on the field when your first responders they're not taught in a lot of those things. They're not trained in a lot of those things. That's why they have nurses to, sign up for that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm an LVN, and speaking of which, you know that hater? This is what this is about, haters. So, you know that hater? The one that came over here yesterday, Steve Buscemi? The one that came over here trying to shame me and trying to say, asking me, are you Michael Jackson's daughter? While she was there looking like Steve Buscemi? That one? The thing is this.
Yeah, so you can't just go and show up and say, I'm a nurse, let me get to work, right? I thought there had to be some kind of a registration system. They put you in the system and certain prerequisites, or they had to be met, or qualifications or something. You can't just go and say you're a nurse. Oh yeah, start paying me. I'm on the clock.
That, you know what's so ironic is these stupid ass haters. They rag on me because I'm an LVN, and they don't understand that I never planned on being an LVN. My plan was always to go straight to college right after high school, except the person I was with back then was like, just go to this little LVN school and you can make like lots of money and blah blah blah. You can work while you're going to college, and nah. It took me 5 years into nursing to go back to the university. So no. But anyways, I'm glad that he did this, because if it wasn't for him.
Wait a minute. What did she just say?
Funds? That's crazy. Who do they think is gonna go show up and give medical care when your first responders, there ain't enough of them in number? Who's gonna give skilled nursing out on the field when your first responders they're not taught in a lot of those things. They're not trained in a lot of those things. That's why they have nurses to, sign up for that. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm an LVN, and speaking of which, You know that hater? This is what this is about, haters. So, you know that hater? The one that came over here yesterday, Steve Buscemi? The one that came over here trying to shame me and trying to say, asking me, are you Michael Jackson's daughter? While she was there looking like Steve Buscemi? That one? The thing is this, that you know what's so ironic is these stupid ass haters. They rag on me because I'm an LVN, and they don't understand that I never planned on being an LVN. My plan was always to go straight to college right after high school, except the person I was with back then was like, just go to this little LVN school and you can make like lots of money and blah blah blah. You can work while you're going to college, and nah. It took me 5 years into nursing to go back to the university. So no.
5 years of nursing to go back to the university.
Plan was always to go straight to college right after high school, except the person I was with back then was like, just go to this little LVN school and you can make like lots of money and blah blah blah. You can work while you're going to college, and nah. It took me 5 years into nursing to go back to the university. So no. But anyways, I'm glad that he did this, because if it wasn't for him, I would not have had all these 26 years, a quarter of a century of experience, right? And so I get a lot of haters that try to come after, like saying, you know.
Okay. The one thing I didn't hear was, didn't she say she was going to go to law school until the police gave her first arrest because they did not want to go to law school? So where did that fit into all this? Because you went right from high school right into LVN, and there's like no mention of law school or thinking about law school or talking about law school. Nothing about law school. Everything is high school to right into college or right into LVN, where she's been for a quarter of a century. Funny how she wouldn't talk about, well, I had a chance to go to law school too, or I was gonna, but nothing. Why wouldn't you talk about that? See how that's hinky.
You're not a real nurse, even though what's the L stand for? Licensed. It's in the damn name. Like, it's seriously in the name. It's in the name. Like even an RN doesn't have it mentioned in their name. No.
When I was a kid, I used to think the LPN meant low paid nurse. Honestly, that's what I thought it meant.
No, nobody talks about a nurse's registration. No one ever talks about that. They always speak of a nurse's license, because that's what matters, is you being licensed. And for you to be able to get a license in the United States, you have to pass the NCLEX, which all nurses have to pass, whether you're an RN or you're an LVN. You have to pass the NCLEX, period. If you don't pass it, you don't get a license. Never mind a registration. It's the license that matters. And LVNs in another state are called LPNs. But the reason that I mention all of this, don't worry, I'll always tie it up in a little bow, even though it always kind of looks like, what the hell does any of this have to do with anything? Just hold up. It's me. You know I'm going to tie it all together. So everything I say is with intention. I never say things, and I never use a word or a phrase that is unnecessary. I concentrate my words. And so, you know what I thought was so ironic? Because whenever a new hater comes to my page, the local regional haters are like, yeah, we got somebody on our side. And it's like, you guys stay bullshit me. I mean, you know? And so people zoomed in on.
See, that's what I was thinking too, Stephanie. I swear she said it took her 5 years. I don't know, that whole word scramble of college and all that talk was
on her graduation thing. And you know how people rag on me and the hate rags on me and they love to say that shit, and it's like, you stupid ass haters, some of your grandkids are LVN, spin the house. Hey, how do you like it? Like, I always wonder how some of the haters feel when the group of haters that they're with against Vanessa suddenly starts to put me down for some shit that's completely relevant to those haters. Like, oh damn, my niece or my granddaughter is in LDN school and you're putting that shit down. Yeah, because they're fucking haters just like you. And now it's happening to one of yours, because by proxy they are indirectly putting down the vocation of your loved one.
Well, look at here. Sorry, I think the accent was rubbing off on me. Look at here. The NCLEX for RNs is different from that for LPNs. They are not the same test. Why do I believe that 1,000%? Yep, there are formal charges pending on her license. Meanwhile, it's still active.
And that, you know, that should show you right then and there who the fuck you're hanging out with. Right there. So I thought it was so ironic that Steve Buscemi came over here yesterday trying to, and then guess what she is? A licensed practical nurse. Tell me the irony. I mean, the irony, it was it's just, the irony is, you could not make, no.
All right. Replying to Stephanie, no, I think she went to a technical 9-month program. And no, it took her 5 years after graduating from LPN to then go spend 8 years getting her BA. And she didn't mention that either, coincidentally. Just, just left it out. But why?
You could not make that shit up. That shit couldn't have been more scripted. It's like, you know what? It's not even if the universe, oh my God, that was beautiful, because if I had to make that up, I'd be like, listen, you stupid ass hater with the bug eyes, I want you to come to my page. I want you to hate, okay? And we're gonna make fools out of you and the other haters, because you're a licensed practical nurse and they're gonna rag on you because they ragged on me. Or no. They're gonna align with you, and then they're gonna see that you're just like me with a different name in another state that's not a registered nurse, and then you're gonna find out just how hateful them fucking people are that are now supporting you because you're some bug-eyed bitch that came to my page to try to shut me down with your hate. How ironic is that? I find that fascinating. Utterly fascinating. You know what I mean? And so then I get that stupid ass hater this morning, right? And then of course that Mexican hater, I'll give that Mexican hater credit, that lady, right? And yeah, she was never gonna identify herself, because I think she probably realized because when you come over here, you are signing up, I'm gonna step in shit. And so once she stepped in shit, it was like, oh damn, they make fun of her because she's an LVN. Well, that's what the fuck I am. That's right, you bug-eyed bitch. That's right. That's right. Now you know what hate is. Now you know what hate is. Because every defense and every hateful, judgmental thing that was rooted in judgment and hate that they used regarding my credentials was the same shit that's applicable to you and your bug eyes. That's probably why she didn't say shit. So anyway, I thought that was ironic. Go ahead. Go ahead. So anyways, and then once she stepped in it, like she knew that, I'm telling you, whenever you come over here to hate on me, that shit's gonna linger. It's gonna linger. You know how it is. You know how it is when you're really stuck in shit. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's gonna linger. It's gonna linger. But you know what? That's your own damn fault, because nobody told you to be a stupid ass fool coming over here like that. But you know what? Some of you can't even help it, because that's the way God made you. I'm so sorry for you. So sorry.
Boy, that southern accent twang thing, whatever you want to call it, was thick today on that day. Remember, September of 2023.
But you know what? Ignorance is bliss. You know what? I take solace in that. You can't be suffering too much, because, you know, it'd be one thing if you kind of like knew how stupid you were. But the thing is that it's good that you don't know how stupid you are, because ignorance is bliss. And if it's true that ignorance is bliss, then that means you won't be hurt that you're a dumb ass. See, there's always a silver lining. Right?
Yeah, Christy. Let me see.
So, that white one that came over here this morning, the Portland one, right? So, she came over here this morning with all her filtered pictures, and if you notice, she changed her profile picture after all that shit went down when I addressed her stupid, hateful, white ass this morning, right? She changed it to a picture where her hair literally covers half her face. Now, if that's not a poster girl for insecurities, I don't know what is. And the thing is, it's like, Vanessa, why are you bringing up insecurities? Well, for the same reason that I'm going to say what I'm going to say right now.
What, man, what was she talking like that for? It's so weird.
Weird.
Freaking strange that you would just from I don't know, early in the morning to the afternoon, and you're talking like this.
So then some other hateful lady came over, and I love some of y'all. Some of y'all were sticking up for me, because I didn't know what was going on. And then I'm like, what? I know another hateful lady looking like that. I know another, and of course you're gonna say that looking like that. Of course you're gonna say that looking like that. She was like, she said something to the effect of defending these fucking haters. One of those saying, why does it matter? Why does it matter, you know, what people look like on the outside? Are you fucking kidding me?
You know, I do remember her saying something that she worked in the OR for a surgeon. I know some of you don't remember. Some of you have not been here for a long time, but man, I swear I do remember her saying that. And then I remember a bunch of RNs commenting, saying, no way. There's no way an LVN would be in the OR assisting a surgeon. There's no way that an LVN would be assisting a surgeon. That's correct, right? Is that correct?
The whole reason that your stupid ass is here defending them is because one of them rolled their asses over here. And then, you know, rolled their asses on my page, waddled on over here, and decided that they were gonna, make personal jabs at me. So this one thinks she's gonna be the voice of reason. I ain't even kidding. So I read that shit and she says,
Is this what we call her TD Jakes accent? Is that what this is?
what does it matter what they look like? It's all about what's on the inside and what's on, and not just it's not just about what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside. And also, some of us have good hearts and good souls. Well, I don't know who some of us is, because it certainly ain't you. And if you're defending the hate, it ain't the hate either. And if you're defending them, you're enabling them. You're part of the problem. No, ma'am. Who the fuck are you talking about having a good heart? Because it surely ain't you, and it surely ain't the ones that you're defending. Hell to the no. And so she goes on to say, why can't, she says, one day you're gonna get old, right? Does she not know that I'm almost 15? Probably not. Anyways, and then she says, one day you're gonna get old too, and if these, and then she said this, and if,
yeah, remember she went through this phase where she was what is she now, 48 or 49? I think when she was 44, 45, she kept talking. Every time she talked about her age, oh, I'm almost 50. I'm almost 50. Like, oh, well, all righty. She also claimed she had performed suturing. Nope. Not even RN can do. Really? I thought RN could do suturing. I had to take 3 semesters to suture. I keep thinking back to that cut she had on her knee where she, and people did say that it's what do you call that, homeopathic or home remedy, whatever. She put sugar in the wound, and then she took tape and just, instead of suturing, she used tape strips to keep it, to close the cut. And my reaction was, you're an LVN, and okay, if you work, you probably work with other LVNs. Why couldn't you just call one of them? Hey, do me a favor, can you come over and check this out or do this for me? That's my thing. I thought you people helped each other. You're there for each other. Something like that happens, a minor injury, call one of the girls over, or guys, whatever. Yeah, can you patch me up or clean this? I can't reach it, or it's on my knee. But no, she decided to use sugar packets from McDonald's. And what else did she add? What did she put in there? Did she use iodine or honey? I can't remember. I forgot what else she put in, but she did that, and that's how she patched up her knee.
if these ladies, the ones that came to me, and it,
yeah, the freaking Spurs won. I don't know what happened there. They probably lost. New York probably lost because I quit watching. But that's all right. They're going to play again in a couple days, and the Knicks will finish them off. I really don't like the Spurs. That's all I'm going to say about that.
these ladies were able to afford their own mommy makeovers, well, they just can't afford it. And then she said, why can't we just all get along? The fuck? Oh, and so then I answered a lengthy reply, which went like this. I was like, first of all, I don't even know where to begin. I'll go in the order of how I went. I said,
what does that even mean? I don't know what that even means, to harvest saphenous veins, saphenous or whatever. What does that mean? Somebody explain it to me like I'm a 3-year-old.
first of all, I said, why do you have to tell me that people get old? I'm already old, by the way. I'm almost 50. I'm almost 50. I am. I really am. Right? And I know one day I'm going to get old. I'm going to look old. Do you mean that I'm going to look old? That we're going to look old, not get old? Because I'm already old. Just so you know. And you're probably younger than me, and you look like you're 10, 15 years older than me. And with an attitude like that, you know, bitter ass people like that, they don't age well. So I'm not surprised. But anyways, I didn't say that part. But I did it right now. And said it right now. And so then I said, did it ever cross? First of all, I'm a nurse and I'm a biologist. I don't need anybody to tell me that humans age. Are you kidding me?
Okay. So if you are a biologist, like an actual biologist, okay, my question, and I've asked this before, and I know the answer, but I just want to talk to you guys about it. Just because if you did get your degree, does that make you a biologist, or do you just have your biology degree? Right? You get it? If you're a biologist, you work in the field, you've done studies, you've written things, and all whatever that all entails. But you don't just call yourself, you're not supposed to call yourself a biologist just because you graduated and got the paper. Or is that like a technicality where you can say that? Because she never worked in that at all. Me, I would not call her a biologist. I know people here in the chat that I know they are, because they work in that. That's their career.
I've literally treated every single lifespan possible. Shut the fuck up. Please. I know down to the molecular level, at the end of your chromosomes, exactly why you age. Been there, huh? What a nitwit. So then I tell her, I said, and did it ever cross your mind? Did it ever cross your mind that there's some human beings that exist? Who said that you either have to be beautiful on the inside or beautiful on the outside? Did it ever cross your stupid, silly ass, white, hateful mind that there are human beings that can embody both at the same time? Which means that simply because you see me on the outside be that which you don't like and somehow it bothers you, and if it's you want to say it doesn't bother you, then it certainly bothered the people that came over here that you're taking up for. It's obvious, right? I said, so if it bothers, if you are bothered by that, that's probably what doesn't allow you to believe that in some humans it is very possible to be beautiful on the outside and beautiful on the inside. And I'm fucking beautiful on the inside.
I had to catch my breath of that one because
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
personally, to me, she's neither beautiful on the inside or the outside. For sure, not on the outside. Not my thing. And for dang sure, not on the inside. Because she's been quite the see you next Tuesday to a lot of people.
I'm gorgeous. I fucking I'm sparkling on the inside. I'm amazing. It's a brilliance. I'm being serious. For real. My soul is like one of the brightest you'll ever, please. Right? Okay? So, and then I went on to say, your people came to me. By get along, does get along mean I'm just supposed to let your stupid ass people that you're taking up for come over here and try to break my spirit? No, that's not gonna happen. Because it sure seems like that's what you want. It sure seems like that, because what do you mean, why can't we all get along? And I ain't Rodney King. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Actually, you know, it was Rodney King's people that said that shit.
Oh, God. The vein in the leg that is sometimes used to bypass. Oh, okay. It's grafted around. Okay. That I get. Miss Scientist. Okay. My friend has a psychology degree and doesn't call himself a psychologist. I get it. Jane says, you just have your biology degree. That's it. She has never worked as a biologist. I, for example, graduated from law school, but I am no attorney. I get it. Clinical biologist, laboratory diagnostics, work in a hospital, clinic, or private diagnostic laboratory. That's exactly right. Oriana wants her to STFU. Hang on. But the thing is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, her degree was verified. I believe I heard that many years ago. Couldn't believe it. If it's true, it's true. Jennifer, I used to watch her until I figured out something is wrong with her. Then Manny behind the mic. My page came up on the feed, and I knew I was not the only one thinking that. What scares me is that she lives so close to my family, and I don't want to. Oh, yeah. I get it. Sometimes it's too close for comfort. And Stephanie, I've heard that song. I was going to play it too. Anybody hear that song? The guy's, she's a country music fan. It's pretty clever the way they did that. Jane, yes, that's what she said. That's what she said. That's exactly what she said. Yeah. One more. It was these older videos that we were able to pick up when she was lying. You can definitely see she's making everything up. She's saying it. Yeah.
It was Rodney King's people. It was a black man that said that. Why are you taking that on as a hateful person and sticking up for the hate and using that phrase that is not meant for your kind and your breed of hate to use? Shame on you. Ew. And so then I said, I told her, I said, I ended it with, I'm going to continue to do that which you came over here to tell me not to do. Whatever it is that bothered you that I did, I'm gonna fucking keep doing it. I'm gonna fucking keep doing it to the 10th degree. Right? And if you can't see that the problem is also you, that's probably most likely why you're here taking up for people and literally saying that I'm bullying the very fucking people that are coming over to me. Fuck your little friend that came over here this morning. And fuck everybody that liked your post too. Fuck them all. And yeah, I took a screenshot of all of them. And what did that little portly one say? So you're just gonna take a screenshot of everybody that, yes, the fuck I am. And what about it? Don't fucking bring your hate over here. Because if there's one thing that I do well is, well, there's a lot of things I do well. One of the things that I really, really do well is I can showcase. Yes. I can showcase. I can showcase hate. Yeah. I do. I can do it real nice. I could do it real fancy like. Or I could just sit there and just all, raw and vulnerable and just talk about it and still be effective. Because it's me. And I'm a badass at that. I've proven it. Alright? So if my existence bothers you, my confidence, that's not my fucking fault. That's your fucking fault.
I'm waiting for her to say, I guarantee.
Shit, please. Are you kidding me? You certainly showed a level of confidence when you brought your stupid ass over here trying to take up for the hate. Shit. Like I said yesterday, and I'm gonna constantly repeat it. People that look like that have no business being contrary. And if they're contrary in this world, logging around a face like that, a head like that, a cranium like that, then they better get used to other people just waiting, because this is a cruel world. They're just gonna be waiting for somebody that looks like you to do some stupid shit like that. It's true. And I don't know if there's any haters commenting. I'll address that shit right now. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, because this shit ain't gonna stop. Did you see how I went ham? I was like, oh, y'all are getting bothered by my videos? Or let me just go a little bit more ham. I'm being serious. And those were just pictures that were just like, not even in my drafts. They were just pictures of my camera. And I was like, let me make a little bit of content that's really gonna fuck you. Right? If you think that this pisses you off, I'm gonna continue to exist even harder. I'm gonna go hard as a motherfucker existing. Right? And then I also said, and it's not my fault that these people that, coming over here at me that you're taking up for and you're defending, it's not my fault. I didn't pay for my mommy makeover. People from the public actually cared enough about me to offer that to me. I wouldn't have been able to afford it on my own. It's not my fault that all the stupid ass people that you're defending, ain't nobody, they're gonna breathe their last breath, and nobody on the planet, not no one out of 8 billion people, I promise you, is ever going to say, hey you know what?
And
I like you as a human. I see what you've been through. I want to pay for your mommy makeover. Ain't the fuck that's gonna happen? No. Is that my fault? Fuck no.
If this is your first time, welcome everybody. If you're new here, or if you're new to her, this is a Vanessa Tijerina from the Rio Grande Valley of South Texas. She doesn't sound like this normally. She sometimes comes up with these accents or dialects or whatever you want to call them. And today she's very strong with the TD Jakes. If you know who TD Jakes is, well then you know. Sounds like she's trying to preach and hate at the same time.
And the fact that that's never happened and it's never gonna happen should clue you into that you and them are a bunch of hating ass haters. For real. I'm being serious. You wanted to come over here like that, right? For real. And the thing is that a lot of y'all, the way that y'all are, you hateful ass ladies, and all of y'all look the same. Them bitter ass faces. Y'all need to put more effort in your skincare. I'm serious. What are you doing? Are you like signing up to be in rooms that are filled with nicotine? What is going on there? It's like if you're asking some of your friends that are smokers and saying, hey, hot box a room for me so I can just sit my ass in there and be all up in that secondhand smoke, because what's going on with your skin texture? Honestly, for real, those are the kind of issues that you should be putting forth effort into instead of coming over here and trying to create problems for me. Because all I'm going to do is use all of that to do this. I sure will. And ain't no long ass sentence that you make. None of y'all knuckleheads, none of y'all put together, and it takes all of y'all grouping together, and still you're not going to get the outcome you want.
Yeah, it's been so long already. I can't remember, but I believe she said somebody paid for that. She didn't pay for it herself. She had a mommy makeover. She had a tummy tuck. She had her breast assistance enlarged. She had fat sucked out of somewhere, but obviously not enough. And and something here with her second chin or whatever, something with her neck and her chin. And pretty sure it was somewhere in Mexico. And I remember that whole time she was a freaking mess. She was a mess.
Be a million of you. It's a million of you. Shit. If y'all were any kind of special in the way that you don't like that I'm special, then everybody would have fucking known who the fuck you are by now. But no, you've gone your whole ass lives only being cared about by the people that you can manipulate into whatever situation with you. And maybe your cats. And even then, they're probably reluctantly there.
Kara, you have no freaking idea. This is the first time. There's so much out there. Yeah. But this was a lot of times there were some times like when she did the Popeye's chicken sandwich, when she was eating that in the car. I mean, that was major tweaking. At least that's what I think. There was some major tweaking going on in that little video. I did that, showed it again, I don't know, last week. You can find that. It was that was bad. And then this would come out, this accent or whatever, it would come out once in a while too.
I said it. And I don't give a fuck who's offended.
Right? Preaching, hey, that's what you're doing.
I haven't even looked at the comments. What do you want me to do? You want me to start making reels with
She did look at the comments. Why would she be so saucy like this?
all the faces of all the haters that came over here? Because y'all don't want that shit for real. Because I think that that's very interesting that all of y'all look like that. For real. Adios.
It's my opinion that she does a lot of these videos like this, but there are people that need a lot of affirmation and constant affirmation, and this is one of them. And I swear she watches these videos later as a viewer and she goes, man, that was good, I said that. Or you go girl, she's telling herself. And then when she thinks she burned somebody, she's like, oh man, that was good. That was good. That was a good one. That's what I think. And that's what helps her get through the day. That's what I think. Mocking smokers, but she's a smoker. Allegedly a smoker of crack pipes and cigarettes. Remember, she had a lighter the other, what was it? Her birthday. She was celebrating her birthday. She was going to light a candle. And she happened to have one of those little big lighters. And she lit the lighter, and the flame was this big. Now, nope, I'm not muted. Everybody hear me? Can you hear me okay? I saw a comment asking if I was muted. Hi, Christine. No, I'm not. I'm not muted. As far as I know, everybody can hear me. So she flicked that little Bic lighter, and the flame was like this high. Now, I don't smoke, but I know people that smoked. I've known smokers all my life. And I know the flame is never that high. If they're a regular, constant, normal, run-of-the-mill smoker, you flick the Bic, and the flame is, little like this. That's all you need. 1 second, and you're done. If you smoke cigarettes, why would you have a freaking light like this? What reason would you have a light with a flame this tall? We know why. But if you don't know why, please ask in the comments and we will gladly tell you. Gladly. Oh, yeah. I'm assuming you mean one day she was changing a bandage or she was going to change it. And she lowered her sweatpants. And there it was. In full public view, the fat cat made an appearance. Yeah, it wasn't not the greatest moments. Wish I could have blocked it. But that's what happened. Hey, Angelica. Angela, welcome. I'm new and I can't believe I've never heard of her, and I'm from the RGV. Thank you for saying. Oh, Angelica, man. Really? Do hashtag the VT Chronicles. Hashtag the VT Chronicles. Hashtag VT Chronicles. Hashtag, you put her name. You can also do, I'll put this in the comments, hashtag. No, I can't. I'm not going to put that one because the page is not published right now. But you can do hashtag VT Chronicles, and I've got tons of stuff on there on my YouTube page as well. Stuff is wild. Sometimes it's people will tell you. Anyway, welcome. I'm glad you came by.
Ay Dios. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
That's what I heard too. That because there was an incident with a car accident with a tractor trailer, and she got some kind of a little settlement money, and then all of a sudden she's on her way to do a mommy makeover. So that's very possible. Jane, her minions paid for it. It's a Mexican chop shop and bilateral neck liposuction, if you say so. And then got a major infection. Yeah, it didn't look good, right? It did not look good.
Jesus. Thank you. You dealt me a difficult hand, but at least you did not deal me that hand. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Look at that little miniature baby hand.
And then it all started. Your stupid ass came over here, and it all started with that Portland one this morning, that has half her face covered in a profile picture with her hair. Right? I'd be covering that shit up too. I'd be covering it both sides. I would. I would.
Unless she's just doing a character and trying to do a comedy sketch or something, you know, then who cares? If that's what it is, who cares? But it only comes out at certain times when she speaks like this. And it's usually when she's triggered.
All right. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to their stupid ass comments right now. And you know me, you know how I deal with it. It's them. They're a bunch of nincompoops. They ain't shit in their lives. They ain't shit. What have they accomplished? Not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing. Nothing. 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 They're not pillars of their community. They're not out there doing humanitarian shit. No.
These are you.
They're out there doing whatever it is the fuck they do, and in their meantime they pepper in some hate on somebody's, you know, social media pages, and then a white woman, all these white women like that coming over here to a page of a Hispanic woman. I ain't the Hispanic women that your mothers and your grandmothers dealt with. Fuck no. I'm not that Latina. I'm different. No, I'm not going to be there pandering. I don't take kindly to white Americans thinking that they can so with such ease and such comfort unreasonably come at brown and black people. And when you're stupid enough to do that shit, I'm going to make content about you. Just like this. And I can get more creative. Like I said, do you know how beautiful it'll be? To be like, wow, my haters look like this. I mean, shit, you want to talk about shit about everything about me, right? It's her mannerisms. The fuck? Are you kidding me? A woman, a white woman that covers up half her face in a profile picture? They can't even post an unfiltered video? Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna tell me about my mannerisms are cringy? Everything about you is cringy AF. For real. It's like Cringe City. It's like the poster girl for cringe. Like Cringe Are Us. That's you. That's you. So.
That's actually funny. Cringe Are Us. Hey. It was funny. I like it.
Let me look at these hateful comments. And I'm not even, before I go on, I'm not even riled up. I'm not. I was intense about how I felt right now.
No.
But I'm not perturbed. I'm not bothered. I'm not angry.
So, Angelica and anyone else who's new or newer, I started streaming and reacting to her videos because a lot of people wanted to see what's going on in her life, because she always invited everyone to come and look at her life. She would go live 2 or 3 times a day, sometimes 4 times a day, hours at a time, every single day, 7 days a week. I mean, without fail. So when some people started asking her questions, which she would take as criticism, that's when she started blocking people. So if they blocked her, then they couldn't watch, and you know, a lot of people rely on a page like mine to stream her videos because they missed it, they couldn't watch it. So I started streaming more and more and more, and reacting more and more and more, and doing commentary like this, like I do. And it caught on. You know, people like they want to see a train wreck. Basically, that's what it is. And but I find entertainment and perhaps some parody in it by doing the commentary. It's, and, you know, sometimes you got to explain certain things, and so that's how we got to where we are. And yes, she hates that I exist. She's trying to have my page removed from YouTube and trying to get my videos deleted. She's done and is trying to do all that, because basically we tell the truth here to what really happened, and she's pushing a different narrative when she's full of shit, and lying about what happened and what's happening and what's happening to her. She claims she just wants the truth, but she really lies to her people just to. She loves to be a victim. She's a professional victim. And she likes that role. She loves it. And anything to make her look more of a victim, she will embrace it.
I just really strongly felt every single fucking word I said right now, and I mean it too. I'm already thinking about putting all y'all's pictures together, like all of them. And I'm wondering what song I'm gonna put to it.
She used to think that was such okay. So when you would go to her page and like maybe I don't know, maybe troll her or something. Even if you ask her, "Oh, I'm asking a serious, an honest question," oh, she didn't like that. So then she would attack you. She'd go look at your profile on Facebook, and then she would show it to everybody. This is your pictures, your family, your kids, and she would show all that. And I remember, I don't know how it is now, but a few years ago, people were really afraid for her to do that. They didn't want to have their profiles shown. And people were really scared. Like, oh man, we were like, oh, she's gonna victimize you now. And people were so scared. To her, it was such a flex that she would do that. Like, I'm gonna show your profile, and everybody's like, oh, she's gonna show her profile. Oh my god. And now it's like, I don't care. Show the profile, whatever. It's like, why? I used to tell people, don't be afraid. If she shows the profile, so what? It's public anyway, right? Who cares? Don't be afraid if she's going to show the profile. But that's something that you used to love to do. I mean, she would claim to have a topic to discuss. And in a 3-hour video, she would discuss the topic for an hour or less because she was always fighting with the comments. That's another favorite pastime of hers. Sometimes, and we think a lot of times she would just make up shit that wasn't there. Because we would try to go back and find comments, but those comments were never there.
I mean, since you want to come to me and then act like you need to just let them do whatever they want to you, why do you have to bully them? It ain't fucking bullying, man. Pull their chains back. Pull those bitches' chains back. Or else they're going to get walked like the dogs they are. Like they're getting walked right now. All right. Let's see. Who is this? What's this? What's this?
So she hates white women. But you're saying she's partially white? Is that what you're saying, John?
Who's Toy Hill? Toy Hill? What's this? You think I give a fuck about... Okay, you're new here. So she says, you just made yourself look stupid. The fuck? I've been doing this shit and acting like this for 7 years. And I've gained a following on this page and my other page. If you go to my other page, I have almost 20,000 followers, you stupid ass. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And you know what? How many followers do you have? And you know what? Show me how you know anything about social media. You don't have no like page. You probably have like what, 10 people liking your profile picture, and you're gonna come over here and tell me so what is up with followers and shit like that? What you don't know about me, and you opened up your mouth too damn soon, Toy Hill, right? Just by looking at your profile picture, your stupid ass is not gonna come live, and it didn't. I bet you anything that you didn't allow me the ability to bring you live. Looking like that, I wouldn't either.
Right.
Well, this is what you should know.
Right.
If I wake up tomorrow, I don't give a fuck if I lose half my followers. Did you hear that shit? Because the reals are gonna stay. The real ones, they're gonna stay. I don't give a fuck. You think that just because I bother you, my following is not made up of a bunch of Toy Hills? Hell no. My following is not made of a bunch of down low hating, hateful ass white ladies. No. I don't care who I offend with my survival. The fuck off my page if you don't like it. And what about it? That's what the fuck I have to say to that. She's gonna lose a lot of followers. Shut the fuck up. I've never lost followers. Never. If anything, I've gained them.
She has lost followers. So right now she's got, I think it's 66. Hang on. 66,000. So one day she went from a few thousand to like 23,000. And from there it jumped to 66,000. And this is where it's been. It's been at 66 for years. And, you know, she basically paid for him. She paid for him. And if you would go into her friends list or followers list and see who follows her, and you'll see a lot of language that you know, you don't know what planet it's from. They're all so many foreign followers. A lot of guys from India, Pakistan, Thailand. You see a lot of that stuff. A lot of it. Every time I say Thailand, I remember a Thai guy, the guy who flashed her. He actually flashed her. She invited him live because he kept bothering her. She goes, "Oh, let me just bring him live." And he kept talking. He kept talking. Then he lowered his camera, and there's his ding. Oh man, that was one of the greatest moments of internet streaming, internet history. That was a great moment. It was so freaking funny. And she panicked, and she took him off the live. That was a funny moment.
If anything, shit like this causes a huge momentum of followers coming over here. You stupid ass. You know.
Anybody see this? And I don't mean the original movie. I mean the I think it's on Apple TV. It's with Javier Bardem and Amy. I forgot her name. Amy something. Anybody see that? I started to, but I gotta.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. That's why you're with that basket of deplorable and despicable human white women. You're just like them. That was just the first one. Let's see who else. Hun, you are a joke. Says who? Are you kidding me? You think that a woman, because right now I'm going to ask your stupid ass to go live. You're going to make me and all my audience believe, and anybody else who's going to be watching, you're going to think that a woman who doesn't have the ability, a weak ass, hateful ass, coward ass, white woman. You brought your big fat ass over here, right? I said it.
White woman. What?
You really think that right now when I prove to everybody what a fucking coward you are, then any of your fucking words matter? Fuck no. Watch.
Yeah, real quick about this Cape Fear. It is backwards? Sorry. I usually do this because there you go. That's better. You know, sometimes movies are made and there's too much of a certain thing in there. And there are too many moments where it's just, for everything, it's like a look. It's like, I mean, every other scene is just, to me, that's the whole thing. It's like, come on. I get it, a drama and a thriller, but it doesn't have to be a thriller for the entire 60 minutes. You don't need everybody going. Or somebody comes in and then the two people look at each other. And it's like, you'd have to see what I'm talking about. There's like too much of that. And it's like, eh. And then the Javier Bardem, I like him as an actor, but I don't see him. Max Cady, the Robert De Niro character he did that. I don't think anybody in the history of life from here until eternity could ever do how he did that. The original movie I'm talking about of Cape Fear. Anyway, enough of that. Let's continue.
That's what I fucking thought. That's what I fucking thought. Let's do a twice.
She's
Then go
inviting
three
somebody to
times. Let's go.
She's inviting somebody to go live with her.
Oh, let's go, big mouth. Let's go. You ain't gonna show your stupid ass face because you don't look nothing like your profile picture. What a mess. Get you. Now you don't even know what to do. Classic. The first one, they say no to. The second one, it's like, ooh, I'm going to look like a coward if I decline it. Well, let me save you a little bit of, let me save you just a little. And let me do it a third time. Because after this one, I'm just going to block your stupid, white, hateful ass. Right? Does your portly ass have anything else to say? Are you ready to go cry your white tears? Your white fragile tears? Shut the fuck up. Trying to diagnose me. You don't even have no credentials to speak of. Did you even graduate junior high? Fuck off my page. Who's next? Let's see. Can you get a shout out? Well, where are you from? Should. That one just must have talked a lot because I don't see no hateful comments. Was it just? It was just her stupid white ass. I mean,
did a bunch of those T-shirts. They're available. It was like a joke at first, but people started picking them up. If you've been blocked by Vanessa, pick up your, blocked party T-shirt. I'm gonna skip through some of it.
It was just her, wasn't it? That I survived, that I shouldn't have survived, had to survive. I know that a lot of my legacy is gonna be, man, she survived every single power, literally power. They tried
legacy. Okay.
To destabilize her, and they did it to her, and she was just a woman and a single woman. When they saw she was single, they did it even more to her. No, I'm gonna be that, and I'm okay with being a poster girl for. She don't put up with shit, and she transmutes energy whenever they bring hate to her.
Okay, so real quick, woman puts a gun, fires because she wants to unalive herself. Boom, hits the table. She's gone. And then a little while later, all of a sudden, her phone is vibrating on the table. Somebody's calling her. And at that vibrating wakes her up, is enough to wake her up, and she wakes up. So she's not dead. And I didn't watch the whole thing straight, but I know that she grabbed the firearm again. This time she put it to her temple and she fired. But yes, so I don't know. I have to, and I didn't even finish the first episode. I couldn't get past it. I was trying to find a reason to let me go back and start again. And then when the Max Cady character came out, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I have Robert De Niro in my head for that role still. Like I can't see anybody in there, and he's a good actor. This guy Javier Bardem, but you know, it doesn't work for me. He was cool in No Country for Old Men. He was good in that, but I don't know. I don't see him in this. And if you don't have Apple TV, I'm sorry, you don't get it. But they put a lot of good stuff out actually. Usually,
Because there's going to be people that are watching this, men, young women, that they could be one negative comment away from taking their lives. And you spiteful, hateful, stupid ass people won't even care that your hateful comment is going to be their 13th reason why.
this is true. She barely gets out of her car. If she didn't have to walk into a supermarket,
Who's Ramon Valdez? You're a man. Sure. Let's go live. Cam the fuck up, dude, for real.
Ramon Valdez.
Cam up.
Actually, not a man.
Come on, Valdez. Cam up. You're a man and you're a Hispanic man.
She's here a lot of times.
Cam up. Enseña la cara. Enseña la pinche cara. And who the fuck are you, Robin Barfield Lincolns? Oh, so then a bunch of you white-ass, stupid-ass white ladies are going to come at me right now. Like a bunch.
See, so that's what she does. Because she's got some minions that will go after these profiles and harass. So that's why she says their name out loud so that her little minions can go and start bothering these people.
Bunch of you? For real? You can get ready for your feelings to get hurt.
Hey, Dee.
Look at you. Robin, R-O-B-I-N. Next name is B-A-R-F-I-E-L-D. Last name is L-Y-K-I-N-S. And she says, we've all survived things. We don't talk about it. That's fucking you. And so because you do some shit a certain way, that means everybody, ain't nobody know who the fuck you are. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. You know why? Because you're a boring ass, hateful ass, judgmental ass woman that's never ever stepped into her highest timeline. So who the fuck are you to try to tell people because we don't do it, you shouldn't do it? Fuck you. That's what the fuck I have to say to that. And then you come over here with all this white hateful energy, thinking, and look at you, coward. Let me see you. Let me see you. You ain't gonna let us see you. Well, shut the fuck up, Ramon Valdez. Fucking hater. No, don't even deal with her. She's a stupid ass. I'm not gonna do what the fuck a Barfield wants me to do. Who the fuck is this Barfield? What the fuck has she accomplished in her life? What successes has she reached? What goals has she put? What has she attained in this life to open up her big fat white mouth and say that everybody else has to do shit the way that she did it? Fuck you. How's that? I didn't say that you shouldn't talk about it. What the fuck? You made the implication. You're not gonna fucking gaslight me, you hateful ass white lady. You ain't gonna fucking gaslight me. Everybody heard me read your stupid ass comment. And now you're walking back on it? You sure the fuck did. We've all survived things. We don't talk about it. And what the fuck about that? What the fuck about that? Why the fuck do I care how the fuck a Barfield dealt with some bullshit? Because a Barfield is a white American.
She is, and this would happen. She always said, "Oh, people don't bother me. I don't get triggered by things. Nobody bothers me." And then this inevitably
Not a
happened.
brown woman like me. And a Barfield has never been through all this shit that I've been through. So sit the fuck down, Barfield, and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and for those of you new people, I'll just say one more thing. She called herself the most prosecuted woman in America, even though 99% of the world outside of Raymondville, Texas, or the Valley, have never heard of her. And I forgot where I was going with this. There was something else I was going to mention. And I'll think of it in a minute.
Who the fuck is Tracy Zezerkak? And who the fuck liked it? Robin Barfield Lincolns. You see, that's the #1 sign. When another hateful ass white woman likes your stupid ass shit, guess what that means? You're also a hateful ass white woman. What do you mean, be careful? You're the one that needs to be fucking careful. Cause bring your ass over here. Cam the fuck up, Tracy. Cam, you weren't careful now, were you, right? You was here talking shit. Cam the fuck up. Why are you telling people to be careful when you're not being careful? If you're telling other people to be careful, that means Tracy's stupid white ass is also going to shut the fuck up too. Right? Careful. Please, I'm about to come at you too. And what the fuck about it? Look at you. All of you coming over here are all going to look like a bunch of pussy ass white hateful women. Fuck out of here. Come the fuck over here, man. With your, look at you, man. Could barely see your facial features, no texture in that picture. Fucking come over here talking shit about me and even participating or aligning with the hate, forming an alliance with hateful Barfield. Both of y'all can go fuck off. What else? The fuck else? What else? Barfield, block your stupid white ass. Tracy, block your stupid white ass.
Yeah, this is true. There's comment here. Don't read the comments, or you'll get distracted and not focus on the topic. There were so many times. So a few years ago, there was a horrible mass shooting incident in here. There was a town just south of San Antonio at Robb Elementary. A lot of little kids died, like 18 or 19 children, a couple of adult teachers. Anyway, she went live so much after that. And she started every live video with, "This is about Uvalde." It happened in Uvalde, Texas. This is about Uvalde. 3 hours later, the last hour or less, she actually started talking about that a little bit. The whole program, she's arguing and fighting with people. She's reading the comments and she's going back and forth. And that's what she likes to do. She's got no focus. I mean, it doesn't take much to trigger her. It really doesn't.
The fuck? What else? No, yo, stop it. Do I look bothered? I'm not fucking bothered. You all have seen me upset. You've seen me mad and you've seen me outraged. Yesterday when I read about Uvalde, I was pissed. That's me angry. Right here is just me making these stupid ass white women bend at their knees.
She thinks.
And bending they are.
She thinks.
Because every single time you come here and I call your stupid ass out for being all with all this bravado and then all of a sudden you can't cam up, you have socially bent at your fucking knees. and I'm the reason that you're on them social knees.
She thinks that she thinks she's burning all these people. She thinks she's flexing so much. You can tell what she thinks.
Right? I am. What? Does it look like I'm weak? I know you mean well, Patty Patricia Soto, but you're saying, Vanessa, don't let them get to you. Stay strong. Ma'am, do you not see me? I don't think that I look not even 1% weak. This is strength. This is strength.
That's strength.
Hmm?
That's strength. You've been arguing with these people for the better part of an hour, if I'm not mistaken.
Samantha Lee Smith, tell me about my eyebrows. Let's see your eyebrows. What do you look like? Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna look like that and you're gonna come and tell me about my eyebrows? This shit's real. This shit's real. Look at you. You straight up decline that, you pussy ass white lady. You straight up decline that shit. Look at you. Look at you. You're gonna come over here and tell me about eyebrows when you look like that? I'm telling you, you're just like the other ones. I'll tell you right now what you need to worry about. You need to worry about your triglycerides. You need to worry about your, not developing diabetes. You need to worry about that bullshit instead of coming over here with me. All right? All right. Who's Nigel Jones? Don't be coming over here on thumping a do not be coming over here and thumping your finger on a Bible. What's going on here? We're all God's children. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, and she loves to claim how religious she is and the creator and God's child and all this stuff. And then she talks like that, right?
Fuck off.
Hey, I'm not saying I'm, a saint, but I don't talk like that. Okay, sometimes I talk like that, but I don't claim to be, um, a Bible thumper, church going guy. I have my beliefs. I try to be a good, decent person all the way around. I don't claim all that stuff and then talk like this.
Off my page with that bullshit. I don't give a shit what you think, Joe Montijo. Come live. That's what the fuck I thought. Go, sir. You need to also worry about your triglycerides. You're Hispanic, so it's likely you have a high likelihood that you might develop diabetes if you don't already have it. And if I'm right and you already are diagnosed, well then go and take care of your blood sugar levels. Don't be coming over here to my page. But from the looks of it, you have so many things that you need to concentrate on yourself. For real.
She said this many times, telling people to worry about their weight and their triglycerides and their diabetes. This from a person about she talks about their body mass index. This from a person who's like 5'2" and weighs like 240 pounds. I shit you not. She's said it many times. So it's like, yeah, be careful who you criticize about that stuff. Look in the mirror.
Then coming over here and then with no shirt. Cállate, por favor. Block.
Block.
Shut the fuck up, Nigel. Oh yeah, we're praying for Florida. Prayers to Florida. I've been saying prayers to Florida. I've never seen you here before, Stacy Steiner. Why are you trying to deviate the conversation? I'm a pro at keeping it right here. I've been saying prayers to Florida. In fact, before it made landfall and it was still off the coast of Cuba, I'm the one that told everybody prayers to Florida. So get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, forgetting Nostradamus, right?
Let's see, Eliza Arispe? Did you? I'm hangry. Are you kidding? I ate yesterday. I'm not hangry. But let me see you can up. Cam up. Come here. With your filtered picture. It's always these ladies with their filtered ass pictures. No, come on, man. I asked you twice. I asked you 3 times. Shut the fuck up. Block. Mm-hmm.
Blocked.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's like,
did you see him?
It's like, you're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked. Everybody's blocked.
With his pot belly coming over here. Cállate tú. Eres un mexicano, eres un latino. Ve a checarte el azúcar. ¿Qué tienes aquí? Mira. For real. Instead of being on Facebook over here, you need to be going over there, be walking around your block, be doing some shit. I don't know. Be lifting your knees up to your hands. I don't know. Do some shit. There is a lot of stuff going on in that profile picture that can keep you busy other than you coming over here to the page of another Hispanic woman that's stronger than you have ever been in your whole entire fucking life. Mm-hmm. Coming over here like that. Shit. Let me go all the way to the top. Hey, California, I see you. I see you. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Thank you. Washington, I see you. I see you. I see you. Anybody else? Anybody else? Mm-hmm. Anybody else? Is there any other portly men? Is there any other portly men who literally have so many other things that they need to be worrying about other than coming over here and talking trash on my page? Because I'll sure enough let you know what I'm observing in your profile picture. Thinking you can come over here to me. Mira. I love you, Melinda Soto. Enseña la cara. Yes. Yes. Mary El Guerrero? Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck are you? Come live. You stupid Mexican. And I can say that because I'm a Mexican too. Because you are a stupid Mexican. Because you're demonstrating stupid Mexican tendencies. You're literally acting like the stupid Mexican right here on my live page.
So if she can call people stupid Mexicans, then we can call her a crazy ass Mexican. Like, she wore this one time. That top left and bottom right is the same outfit, front and back. Where's that from? Beauty and the Beast. She loves this comparison picture. She really loves this comparison picture.
Come on. Come on. No. Here's the second time I'm asking you. And you're an anniversary follower. Look at you, an anniversary follower. And you, what the fuck did you think?
Hey, Joe.
Did you think that you were that special and that charismatic? You thought you were that girl? You thought you were that girl that you were going to say, it's time to get this page taken down too. Too much cussing here. Shut the fuck up and I'd like to see you try that shit. You stupid Mexican. Mm-hmm. Because you are. You are. And I want to thank all the Mexicans that support me that are not acting like a stupid Mexican like this one right here. Thinking that she can come over here and just, pull stunts.
And in reality, she does have some supporters. They give her money. But for the most part, I wouldn't call them supporters. I'd call them viewers, or followers, just to see this kind of thing. It's, come on, on some level, it's entertaining. It is. And that's why people watch. Not necessarily because they like her.
For real. Anniversary follower, we could barely see your nose. We can barely see your nose in that picture, man. The fuck off my page following me. That, for you to get that badge, you have put so much in. Thank you for the energy. But you put so much energy. The fuck out of here. I already put you out of your misery. Fuck out of here. Anybody else? Who else? Did I clear it? I cleared it, right? Who's this?
She was going comment by comment by comment. She would go back, look for comments, and address certain people until she got done and got current with the comments.
Lee Samantha Smith? What the fuck do you look like? Oh, it's the same one. Girl, please. Please. Go do something about, your BMI. Do something about that, honestly, seriously. Because it looks like you don't even have the kind of fat distribution that's not a danger. It looks like you have all of your adipose tissue, like, from here to here. Honestly. Go look that shit up. Because you ain't going to tell me that you're there sitting down like where your fat is distributed even around your body. I see that shit. I see the top of your torso right there. It's right there. Are you kidding? This, honey, look at you. I have lived with this tiny little mole on the middle of my fucking face. Do you know? You couldn't even survive that shit. You know why? Because you'd be too scared to go out in public with this shit on your face because you got that kind of face, man. Because it puts a target and it makes people look right in the center of your face. I can pull this shit off because I don't look like you. I mean, you wanted it, didn't you? You wanted it, right? People that tell me about my mole are the kind of people that would be so sad, crying every single day that they had a mole on their face because, oh my God, everybody that encounters me in public is going to look right in the middle of this face that I got. Yeah. You ain't going to put me down. Somebody that looks like you is never going to make me feel bad about myself. Never. That's why everybody's going after you too. Block. She's blocked. She's blocked. Anybody else? Edith, there was one point in my life where I actually did want to be on Saturday Night Live. And I know I would have been good about that. I know I would have been good too. Melanie Hill says, yeah, no, this is a mole. This is the booger that they always talk about when they say, you have a booger. No, I have a mole that not one of you fucking haters could go through life carrying.
Okay, so can you see it there? No, you can't. Okay, so she's got a mole or a freckle or a mole, whatever. But there were some times where she did have, a little something that needed digging out. And then there were other times where she had crumbs. If you don't know what crumbs are, ask in the comments, please.
You know why? Because God gave you the faces that God gave you. And you'd be too embarrassed to have a bullseye right in the middle of your face. But you know what? I can carry that off. You know why? Because God, I will, God was like, you know what? He probably knew me. I mean, he knows. He knew that I was going to go through this shit. It's probably like, you know what? I'm going to make it so that you have a face that can deal with that. Thank you. But all you haters could never survive with having a mole in your nostril. Hell the fuck no. With that shit that you lug around on your head, nah. No. I think I cleared the room, right? Thank you so much, Mr. Fry. He says, us black folks have love for you, Miss D. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Gracias, gracias.
I like how she likes to pretend she can speak Spanish so well, but then she says, gracias, gracias. If you know, you know. If you speak Spanish at a decent level, if you've been living down here forever, for a while, or you're Hispanic, down here, Mexicans don't say gracias, gracias. Just saying.
Anybody else? Let me see.
She's about to wrap up.
Gonzales, Texas in the house. Gonzales, Texas. They asked me the other day if I could go to Gonzales. That's a little bit far. That's a little bit far. Katy, Texas in the house. Katy, Texas, how are you? Australia, I see you, Australia. Yes. All right. I think we got it. I think I cleared them out, right? Let me go. Stacy Steiner, do I need to delete you? I mean, I know I'm right here, you know, just deleting people blocking people like nothing. But do I need to block you? Cause I don't know. Let me know. Let me know.
Oh yeah, she's a bunch of that burn mark right there. Can't hide it. The burn mark was right there. Sometimes it was on the side, but it was a legit burn mark from the paraphernalia, as she likes to call it.
Anybody?
And we would call it. A lot of us would just called it a crack pipe, but she referred to it as a methamphetamine pipe. That says a lot.
Anybody else? I cleared it, right? Right. Any other haters? No. No, that's pretty much, right? I love you, D Rose says. I have a little vein in that same area. Anytime someone points it out, I say, fuck them. You are beautiful. I mean, sure. I love this. I love this. This is a fucking flex. How many people can live their lives with something, a mole in their nostril? I don't wear makeup. I hardly ever wear makeup. Ever. And I know that it's here. You know why? Because it's a fucking flex. Because not anybody can just live with a little mole in their nostril. Because they'd be too insecure. Not fucking me.
Weird.
Not fucking me.
What did she say? She doesn't wear makeup?
Okay, all right, Stacy. Okay. All right.
After this, we got a very, very short, less than a minute bonus video to show you.
Right. Got it. Yeah, it is a beauty mark. They don't like me to call it a beauty mark, but yeah. All right. I cleared them out, right? That's what the fuck I did. Thank you, Miss D Rose. So, you see, this is what happens. Look at this beautiful. Look at that. Right? And a bunch of you haters are watching me too right now, and I'm being streamed on the hate page. By the way, since I'm saying that, if you want to come to my page, my name is Vanessa, middle initial S for Stephanie, and my last name is T as in Tom, I-J-E-R-I, N as in Nancy A. You do know that when people search things, y'all haters are disgusting. First of all, you get my name wrong, because when you put Vanessa Tijerina on the search bar, it shows what all you haters search for. Get the fucking name right. Get the fucking name right. It's only one E. That's it. It's just one E. So quit trying to put, you're trying to put T-E-J-E-R-I-N-A. I spell it out for you, knuckleheads. Should. I know you've been making that mistake because Facebook keeps the algorithm in the search bar. And you know what else you hateful ass people search? Vanessa Tijerina beat up. Vanessa Tijerina beat up video. Look at you. That's how hateful you are. It shows. It's there forever. It's there forever what people try to look up, and you stupid ass white people can't even get my name right, even when I spell it for you. It's T as in Tom, Ijerin, as in Nancy A. Spell it right, and you'll find what you're looking for faster. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Odelia. She says it's audible. It's a beautiful birthmark. And I have one also. Thank you, my mom.
Thank you.
It's a beauty mark. It's a beauty mark, but I stopped calling it a beauty mark like 5 years ago because they hated that I would call it a beauty mark. But now I don't even give a fuck. You know what? It's a beauty mark, and it is a fucking beauty mark. It is. Sometimes when I get dressed up, you know what the fuck I do, haters? After I do all my makeup, you know what the fuck I do?
What?
I darken that one. You know why?
Why?
Because it's a fucking flex.
Right.
Because it draws attention to the middle of your face, especially if you're going to be on an event and you want people to really look at your face. If nothing else is catching there, then that little beauty mark is going to get it. But none of you would be brave enough to do that because you have them mugs.
None of you would be brave enough to do that.
All right.
Only her.
All right. That's good. Got it. Got it. I love you. Thank you, Miss Lacey. One more time. Thank you to all of my Mexican demographic that don't be there pandering with the hate just because you don't. Gracias por no hacer como esos. Thank you so much for not being like that. Right? And to all my white supporters, I do not believe that all of you are bad because of them. I don't. In fact, you people that have come to me, what do you mean, you people? You wonderful white people that have broken your ancestral and generational curses and have decided not to be like the come and listen to a story about a man named Jed, a poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some food and up from the ground came up bubbling crude. Thank you for not being like them. Gracias. Gracias.
Gracias.
All right. Bye.
Oh my goodness. Grassy ass. Grassy ass. Grassy ass. Okay, real quick, bonus video. Once upon a time, Miss V went to Jamaica. How she got there, we don't know. Does she have money to pay for it? She says somebody else paid for it? Whatever. She went to Jamaica. And then she had a friend. And meanwhile, she's got this friend named Leo. Leo. Good old Leonard. So it seems like at some point, Leo needed the money, so she borrowed money from Vanessa. Vanessa gave him money. We don't know how much. We don't know how much. She gave him money. Years have passed. Sounds like it. Years have passed. Jamaica, pictures, a lot of AI pictures. And then turmoil. Something was wrong. And then I believe it was about 2 weeks ago, this happened.
Where's my fucking money, motherfucker? Where's my fucking money, bitch?
Yeah. It was no more.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
But it was all.
Where's my fucking money, motherfucker? Where's my fucking money, bitch?
Really upset. Upset. And then the other day, this popped up on TikTok.
No stress on my mind. I'm doing just fine. Sun on me, I'm feeling alive. Yeah, we outside. Yeah, we outside. Sun on me, I'm feeling alive. No stress on my mind. I'm doing just fine. Sun on me, I'm feeling alive. Yeah, we outside. Yeah, we outside. Good energy all the time. Nothing but good vibes on repeat. Energy all the time. Nothing but good vibes on repeat.
Yep. So I wonder what happened to.
Where's my fucking money, motherfucker? Where's my fucking money, bitch?
And it went from that to this. Did she forgive the money? Did she forgive the debt? I mean, I know it's AI, it's fake as hell. Absolutely, it is. But she's like living in this fantasy land. It's just weird. And I do got another. Let's see what the other video is. I'll save that for tomorrow. Got another video. Has to do with, and a lot of this is to the benefit of people that are newer here. The video I'm going to show, and I'm going to tease you guys with it. Those of you who've been here for a while already know. It's a video about the missing $500. So just hold that thought, and we'll talk about the missing $500 tomorrow. Because she went to another platform to tell her side of the story, if you want to call it that. But I'll tell you about that mañana. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Gracias. I wish you nothing but. I wish you nothing but.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
And just for the heck of it,
Roy Marukin. Roy. All day long, Roy.
and I know she likes to repeat herself. And when she repeats herself, we always say,
"Yes, bitch, I heard you. I'm pretending like I didn't."
well, we'll see. We'll see, John. We shall see. Tomorrow's another day. Hey, you all have a great night. Thanks for being here with me tonight, having some fun. Don't forget to follow me here. It's on the bottom right down there on Facebook at Manny Behind the Mic. Give me a follow there and subscribe on YouTube. It's youtube.com/@Manny'sHardTruth, and you will find me there. Do that, and we will be back tomorrow. Cool.